Number 10, Blood In, Blood Out. This film was made in 1993 and it was directed by Taylor Hackford. The film stars Damien Chapa, Jesse Borrega, Benjamin Bratt, Enrico Castilla, Delroy Lindo, Tom Tallis, Danny Trejo, Ving Rhames, and Billy Bob Thornton. The film is based on the true life experiences of poet Jimmy Santiago Baga. The film focuses on half-brothers Paco and Cruz and their biracial cousin Miklo. The film opens up in 1972 as the three are members of an East LA gang known as Vatos Locos, and the story focuses on how violent crime and the influence of narcotics alters their lives. Number 9, Dead Presidents. Dead Presidents was made by the Hughes brothers and it stars Larenz Tate, Keith David, Chris Tucker, Freddie Rodriguez, and Bokeem Woodbine. The film chronicles the life of Anthony Curtis, played by Larenz Tate, focusing on his teenage years as a high school graduate and his experiences during the Vietnam War. As he returns to the Bronx, Curtis finds himself struggling to support himself and his family, eventually turning to a life of crime. Number 8, Paid in Full. This movie was made in 2002 and it was directed by Charles Stone III. Paid in Full is based on the lives of three friends, Alpo Martinez, Rich Porter, and AZ Faison, who were drug lords in Harlem during the 1980s. In this movie, Cameron plays the drug dealer Rico, Mackay Pfeiffer plays Mitch, and Ace is played by Wood Harris. Number 7, Friday. This film was made in 1995 and was directed by Gary Gray. It stars Ice Cube, Chris Tucker, Nia Long, Tiny Lister Jr., Regina King, Anna Marie Horsford, Bernie Mac, and John Witherspoon. The film details roughly 16 hours in the lives of two unemployed potheads in South Central by the name of Craig Jones, played by Ice Cube, and Smokey, played by Chris Tucker, who must pay drug dealer back $200 by 10 p.m. that same night. Number 6, Juice. This movie was made in 1992 and it was directed by Ernest Dickerson. The film stars Omar Epps, Tupac Shakur, Jermaine Hopkins, Khalil Kain, Samuel L. Jackson, Sidney Herron, Queen Latifah, and Vincent Laressa. The film revolves around the lives of four troubled youth growing up in Harlem. It follows the day-to-day activities in the young men's lives, starting out as innocent mischief but growing into more serious stuff as time passes by. And it also shows the problems that they face, such as police harassment, breaking into the rap game, and family. Number 5, New Jack City. This movie was made in 1991 and it was directed by Martin Van Peebles. The film stars Wesley Snipes, Ice-T, Alan Payne, Chris Rock, Judd Nelson, and Russell Wong. Wesley Snipes plays as Nino Brown, a rising drug dealer and crime lord who runs a drug gang called the Cash Money Brothers in New York City during the crack epidemic. And Ice-T plays Scotty Appleton, a detective who vows to stop Nino's criminal activity by going undercover to work for Nino's gang. Number 4, Colors. This movie was made in 1988 and it was directed by Dennis Hopper. The film stars Sean Penn, Robert Duvall, Damon Wayans, Don Cheadle, Trinidad Silva, Randy Brooks, and Glenn Plummer. Colors takes place in the gang-ridden neighborhoods of South Central and East Los Angeles and centers around Bob Hodges, played by Robert Duvall, who is an experienced LAPD gang cop, and his rookie partner, Danny, aka Pac-Man McGavin, who is played by Sean Penn. The two try to stop the gang violence between the Bloods, Crips, and Hispanic street gangs within East and South Central Los Angeles. Number 3, Menace to Society. This film was made in 1993 and it was directed by the Hughes brothers. The film stars Tyron Turner, Jada Pinkett, Larenz Tate, Samuel L. Jackson, MC Ite, Glenn Plummer, Clifton Powell, Marilyn Coleman, Arnold Johnson, Pooh Man, Julian Roy Doster, and Too Short. The film follows the life of a young man by the name of Katie Lawson, aka Kane, and his close friends growing up in the Jordan Down housing projects in Watts, Los Angeles. Number 2, Ciudad de Deo, or the English translation, City of God. This movie was made in 2002. Number 1, Boys in the Hood. This movie was made in 1991 and it was directed by John Singleton. The movie stars Cuba Gooding Jr., Ice Cube, Morris Chestnut, Lawrence Fishburne, Nia Long, and Angela Bassett. The film follows the lives of 3 young black males growing up in the Crenshaw neighborhood of Los Angeles. half-brothers Doughboy and Ricky Baker and their best friend Trey. Trey, who was played by Cuba Gooding Jr., is a young man who struggles dealing with his divorced parents and the violence in his neighborhood. Ricky is an All-American athlete trying to go to college on an athletic scholarship but struggles academically. Doughboy, who is played by Ice Cube, is a local drug dealer or a local neighborhood drug dealer who is basically succumbing to being a product of his environment. The film discusses issues such as race, poverty, gang warfare, and the lack of opportunity in the inner city. Alright, thanks for watching. I would like for you guys to comment below and tell me what you guys think should be on the top 10 hood movies of all times list. Now obviously this list is subjective, meaning that these movies are my top 10 favorite hood movies. So if you think that a certain movie should be higher or lower on the list, or another movie should have been added to the list and one of these movies should not be on the list, please tell me. I'm always open to hearing what other people think about what their favorite movies are. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it, and enjoy your evening.